Welcome after the break in conversation with B21. I just haven't got long enough time, and even we went to a break, but Bhutta was still talking. Carry on, Bhutta. Carry on.
I got overexcited.
Yeah. Carry on. You were telling us about that, but we were talking about obviously the B21 and the whole, just his input, and you were saying he give him a couple of times, but you were so hated by the live scene.
Yeah.
Because you guys had come on the scene, and rightfully so. You were doing what you were doing. No, whose idea was that to say, actually, you know what? We don't need,
That was mine, because I always remember going to watch Shah Rukh Khan at the NEC, and what he did inspired me to think, if they see the singer, that's all people want. So play the music, like, a lot of the time we did used to sing just over the vocals, but you could also do it just like an instrumental and sing on top of it.
Right.
I wasn't against it, but I had seen...
The sound, I love the sound.
I'm not gonna...
You can't create that sound like with the live band. Either the band's got to be brilliant, or it's hard to recreate something.
The point is, I saw, previous to B21, I saw another artist, which I won't mention. He did a PA. Right. The crowd didn't like it, and he got quite slated on stage.
Yeah, I remember him.
And that was back in my mind.
That was Dome, innit?
No, he went down Derby, and that was back in my mind. I go, the public are not going to appreciate this. They want to see the actual artist on stage with the band behind them. Yeah. But for some odd reason, they just went crazy. They go, this is what we want.
I think I know the reason. I know the reason, because obviously a lot of your fan base and your following were young females of that time, and you guys were young, young males, and you'd come onto that. Whoever that singer was, possibly he didn't have that charisma or that appeal, and you three, when you came on...
The old-time singers, when they do a PA, they find it harder doing a PA than singing live.
Yeah, true.
Because they got to remember what verse comes.
Yeah.
See, to us, like, we can remember
with age, memory does seem to...
Now, hear this one. Our first ever PA we did was for Kushti.
Yeah.
We got paid £30.
Right.
And that was, I was working at the bank.
And that was £10 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that, they got Ballygag Pal and B21. Daytime, isn't it?
No, I was that program in Bond Street in Birmingham.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
£30.
£30.
And what's the most that you've charged? You don't have to tell me who, whatever. What at that time? What was the most that you got?
That was a wedding in Wales, was it?
Nah, we should go abroad. I think we charged something stupid around about 3.5 or something.
No.
At that time?
No, you know that wedding we did in...
Liverpool.
Not Liverpool.
It was Liverpool.
He did a wedding on his own?
No.
You wasn't there?
The cake was more expensive than us. Remember the Taj Mahal cake?
Cardiff.
That's it.
This was one of the...
very rich people. They owned like a big warehouse.
Food industry.
They
had Cardiff Arena booked.
We don't do weddings. And I remember the guy ringing me up and I go, buddy, we don't really do weddings. And he's going, just name your price.
All right.
So I said a stupid price. And the guy's on
it.
He goes, yeah, no problem. And we did it. That was the first wedding.
The first wedding show you ever did. Where did it all go? Where did B21 part?
Where did it part? See, that's when, for long overdue.
Now you missed 2 albums altogether?
Yeah. There's 2 albums.
But that's because they're telling me that I haven't got enough
time.
No, but okay, forget them. Yeah.
Public Demand. After Public Demand came Aja Sonia.
No, after Public Demand, Dark and Dangerous.
Yeah.
And got Aja Sonia.
Yeah. Shazia Manzoor.
1999.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, it was...
Darshan.
Tere hoye savere darshan aaj din badhiya languga. Yeah, another rip. Yeah. Was it a shabd or was it like a pet or some in India? I remember listening a little bit.
Jagraj Sidhu, see na?
Jagraj Sidhu sang the song.
Yeah.
I heard that song in my pen in 1999.
Yeah.
On a tractor, stopped the geezer. Oh, Paddy, I'm going to cassette de. And he goes, Paddy, just bought it now. I go, let's give you ₹200 lala. Just give me that cassette now.
Wow.
And he goes, that's fine. Because I heard his straight, I go, something can be done with that. Lyrically, it was beautiful. Yeah. But musically, it could have been enhanced. That's what we did.
But but you did redid the vocals as well.
Yeah, but prior to that, it was just a bit slower, a bit more, it wasn't danceable. But that's what we did. We got back
was that the back of your mind, dance?
Yeah, we'd always need a dance track because obviously performing. But that was mainly all his production.
Yeah. And again, say again.
All his production.
Once more.
And I remember him doing the production, and I'm not going to name the guy. He comes and knocks on the garage door, and Bhuta's playing Darshan. Next minute, there's 3 people released Darshan before us. And you never hear of them afterwards, but
I've never heard another version of a darshan before you.
there
guys.
was
There was three versions out.
Really?
Amar Arshi sang
well,
it.
obviously, I'm a fan.
My boy Amar Arshi sang it,
Yeah.
DIP sang it, and there's someone else. I forgot the name.
Hardy,
Oh, right.
and yeah, from Canada.
Right. But there's only one darshan that we remember.
Yes, yeah. I know. There you go. You can't beat it. It's just energizing. So,
Right.
But once
And
again,
so when did you
brilliant
decide to go
production.
solo then?
When did?
Was it a money factor, or was it?
Now we're in the year-
just because
now we're in the year 2000.
You'd been guys been together for so long, and
Yeah.
you're growing up, and personalities clashing. What was all that about?
all of that, everything happens like that. Yeah.
I think
So,
there's just like too many
And it
people
happens to all
involved.
bands.
Yeah,
It
it,
does.
does.
It happens.
It
to
does.
all-
It does.
all
It's
bands,
only
isn't
after
it?
so many years that you can look back at it
Yeah.
and think, at that time, we was like, oh, he was wrong, no, I was right. But if you look back at it, I think it was just too many people involved, and the thing kind of got out of hand.
yeah, you could say.
Yeah. And are you guys still in touch with Jassi? Are you still friends? Are
He
you-
is.
Yeah, I mean, he does contact.
Yeah.
Wish him all the best, you know what I mean?
No, he has done very well.
Yeah.
You know, you can't sort
Yeah.
of knock him. He's done very well. But you know, the whole B21 thing. Obviously, Bali, from all this and talking, and when we talk as well, it seems that B21 was your. Is that just the fault?
Someone's calling me.
Don't worry.
Masala in the
Yeah, I mean, just saying that B21 seemed to be your kind of baby, really. Even you could have run off with your own career or whatever, but you always came back to B21. I mean, how do you feel about the whole B21 project?
I mean, but what we were doing was like brilliant. I mean, having your brother involved and a best mate was really good, you know. So certain days were brilliant, but then certain days weren't.
Yeah.
And when it kind of did go out of hand, and it did hurt us, do you know what I mean? And I remember listening to it. It was announced on a BBC Age network that B21 has split.
Yeah.
And it was a bit like, take that, splitting. And I was like, oh, that hurt. But
Actually, they'll be too soon as well, because take that's 3, isn't it, at the moment?
yeah, they've gone back to three.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
They'll be 2 as well. Maybe 2 and B21. Take that, get together. Char jane fair ho jange.
I remember doing an
knows?
interview with B21 and E17.
Oh yes, E17, Harvey.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, E17. What a singer,
Yeah,
man.
Harvey. Brilliant singer.
The Christmas song.
Chhoda Jaya, no?
Yeah. Sare
Mandara
singer, takade singer chhote. Yeah.
Mandara,
Yeah. No, well, obviously you're back on the scene. B21 had a at the British Awards, you know, the best album. Is that
Yes.
right? Yeah, I mean, brilliant. Obviously
Happy with
produced by
that.
both of you guys, and back on the scene and the video era. What's coming up for you guys next? Are you working on another album? What's happening together? And Bali, would you ever sort of venture off on your own or do something off your own? Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
better.
definitely doing something.
I've got my own
Oh,
album coming out, Touchwood, this year.
definitely this
Should be an 8-track album, which I've been doing for years.
Oh God.
He
Right.
started that back in Public Demand days.
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you did.
I wanna
You
say
got
that
the
far.
vocals in.
Yeah, I've got that. He's got his own stuff as well, and in between, he'll probably drop a couple of singles for B21, just keeps on the map.
Right. What about musically? Because if you started an album so long ago, has the music scene changed, as in the beats and stuff? As in the music pieces?
As I said, these days, not many people use music pieces anymore.
Yeah. So maybe you must use them back then. So do you need to get some rappers on there?
I'm not really fond of rappers. It's that's not my kind of scene. But these days, everything is moving towards that kind of style. You know, every verse has to have a rap in there, has to have a music piece. Obviously, I might do back thing where more musically inclined.
Yeah.
To,
but obviously, you know, you have your, like, you know, Bhangra or the songs before that, Bar Langade. That is your forte, and you guys are in the position to bring that back if you want to, because somebody somewhere has brought this other music in, so you can take it, you know.
Definitely.
You know, like the era of duets. I mean, obviously it's a little bit less now, but it came back. You know, the days of Muhammad Siddiq, you know,
Exactly,
That was
and
in the
Chamkila.
70s,
But now, obviously, with Pooja and all B-Core and Jazzy, and they're
See,
all
with
doing
all
duets
these
and
trends, it's like a circle. They always come back around. innit? So now it will be one thing, but that thing that has actually happened in 70s, like the duet thing.
Yeah.
So it's always coming back around.
Yeah. And Bali, what are you working on at the moment?
Well, I'm going to do my solo album, and hopefully we're doing something. Well, I've got a good idea for the B21, where we're going to hopefully introduce a female singer with us.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Exclusive. Obviously, there is another. We'll just better say hello to him as well.
Apna Baljinder
Baljinder
Bilga.
Singh Bilga. Sat Sri Akal bhai.
Bilga Saab. Dil Tadke, Meri Baah Padke.
Yep. he just knocked on my door. No word of a lie.
Oh, really?
He just knocked on the party. Gana.
Oh.
I go, who sent you here? He goes, your mum did. I go, where from? He goes, I went to your other house, and your mum goes, he wanted to meet Bally first.
Oh, right.
He was the one on the badge. She goes, he's a bit more sensible.
Oh.
And he just knocked on my door. I rang my mum. I go, don't send people to my house. What's wrong with you? And she goes, look, duro aaya.
Especially a person from knocking on a ghetto's door and then from ghetto going to...
And he duro aaya, and I go, all right. Then he just had the track, everything there with him. He had the song there. He had even had the beat on there. I'm going, all right, yeah, actually, that's a good track, you know. Who could have joined on? It's better. And
No, first, I remember you sending him back.
I thought, because when I looked at him, I go,
I thought if it's from Handsworth, innit?
I thought he was a Handsworth boy. Then I realised
he's actually from Blackpool.
He came over from Blackpool. I sent him back first time.
Aw.
I felt really bad. I'm going, yeah, in Iduru, and I sent him back.
Chala ka pani playa.
I just came, honey. I thought he was a Handsworth boy. I go, next week, I go. Then when he goes, Paji, मैं Blackpool to आया. I go, oh gosh, I felt so bad. Paji, I got 2 wickets ना. Aaj and we'll sit down and we'll go through it. And luckily, I did that because he had a banging track for me.
Yeah.
And bang on.
Back on the map, really.
And he's good because he writes his own lyrics as well. So
Big hello to Mr. Belga. Belga is a huge band, obviously, as well. Thank you very much.
Bassa?
Yeah, I know. They keep...
See, we didn't even get to Ranja.
They keep tick.
Long overdue.
Tours.
I think we need another. We need another one.
There you go. Kalla
Yeah,
book.
need another. We need another.
You talk about Gobble Punjab there.
Yeah. No, वो तो कोई नहीं. And the scene as well. The scene in those days as well. Yeah.
Healthy.
Every time I ever saw you guys, you're just standing by the bar with your briefcase.
We never had a briefcase.
So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much. See you guys next time, wherever you are, and I'll be right here. Take care. Bye. Thank you to B21.
Thank you.